Talk to Morgan for giving us a rundown on that. It was great. That brings us to item number 14, which is our public participation. The board welcomes and encourages public participation. We respectfully ask that you adhere to the procedures and decorum provided in Board Policy BEDH, public participation in meetings. Your comments will be limited to 3 minutes, and Mr. Harris will keep the time for us. Questions asked during public participation and placed in writing will receive a written response in a timely manner. So with that, we have one person signed up for public participation, Ms. Kim Murphy. Ms. Murphy.
Good evening. I'm excited to see a new face on the board, Mr. Cates. I think your experience that you'll bring to the table will prove to be valuable to District 5 as a businessman. I'm disappointed in the dirty politics that reared its head during the school board election and the extreme efforts of some members of this board to have my name removed from the ballot. I am still a tax-paying resident of Richland County, and both Richland and Lexington counties concur. Your lawsuit against me, Mr. Gant and Mr. White, is on appeal with the Supreme Court. That effort was unbecoming to this great district. On a more serious note, 1 in 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer. I was recently diagnosed with a pea-sized tumor. It was removed, margins were clear, lymph nodes were clean, and I am now cancer-free. I'm one of the lucky ones. Women here tonight, or whoever listens to this tape, who has a spouse or a loved one who's a female, I urge you to have your mammograms done on schedule. Because of the risk of reoccurrence, chemotherapy was prescribed for me as preventative medicine. In fact, during this campaign cycle, from July through September, I received chemo treatments. Aside from gaining a little weight from the steroids, my treatment was not obvious to the public. One of the telltale signs that a woman is undergoing chemo for breast cancer is the loss of her hair. To a woman, the loss of her hair can be almost as traumatic as the cancer itself. Now, a positive message. You can see I still have my hair. Show the camera, see? I tried a device during my chemo infusions called a DigniCap, and it worked. It's been used in Europe for years, but in December last year, it got FDA approval here. There's a manual system that is also available, but it is labor-intensive. Wearing this cold cap during infusion actually puts your hair follicles in a state of hypothermia so that the hair follicles don't get the full blast of the chemo drug. It doesn't work with some chemo drugs, though 70% of the women who use this cap have kept 50% or more of their hair. I've lost about 7%. You probably couldn't tell. Fortunately, there's only shedding, not loss of clumps of hair. You have to baby your hair. You can't wash it as much as you'd like, and you can't blow dry it during these treatments, and you have to use a wide-tooth comb. Unfortunately, insurance doesn't cover it yet. My husband and I have begun lobbying our legislators to push for coverage. In addition, I want to challenge the students of District 5 to invent a device that works in a similar manner to help women save their eyebrows and possibly their eyelashes. I used frozen iPads on mine, but I wasn't consistent. If you look, you can see areas where there is thinning or the hair's gone altogether. That's okay. At least I have the hair on my head. This time of year, it's really nice. But this would be very meaningful for a student to invent for themselves as well as for women. And I don't, Dr. Couch, you're still here? I hope? Yes. I hope you hear this, and I will talk to you afterwards. I would be happy to welcome any questions from anybody and would love to assist students in an opportunity to invent something to help women with this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy, and congratulations on your return to good health. That brings us to item number 15,